Hello, guys. Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Can Manchester City bounce back against Villa? We're going to discuss the lineups potentially for both sides. We're also going to look at the key battles: Ollie Watkins, Duran versus City's defence, also Haaland against Villa's backline. And then we're going to look at the systems between Emery and Guardiola. And we're going to have the score predictions and players to watch during the match. So, where do we start? Of course, we have to start with Manchester City. And will they bounce back against Aston Villa in the early kickoff tomorrow or today? It's a tough one to call because Villa are one of them teams that they play really well. They have very good games, and then the next time they have not such a good game. They've had a bit of an up and down season. They've had victories against Bayern Munich this season, big victories like that, and then they've had silly defeats. Manchester City, on the other hand, are on this 11 game, 12 game run where they've had one win. That was against Nottingham Forest a couple of weeks ago. And since, they've been horrendous. And for me, it's more than a football thing. It really is. I don't think it's a lack of confidence. I don't think it's a lack of ability. They've just won their fourth title in a row. So the ability of the squad is there. Of course, it's there. Let's not be stupid. They have the ability to play on their day unbelievable football. It's as simple as that. But there's something about it that, to me, that it's more than football. Whether something from, the recent court cases has filtered down to the team, filtered down to the manager, filtered down to the team, I'm not sure. But to me, it seems more than that. Can they bounce back against Villa is the question. To be honest, I'm not sure they can. I'm looking toward more towards a draw for these two sides. I don't see Manchester City winning. I just don't see it. I think Villa will be very much up for it, and I think Manchester City are fragile. Mentally they're fragile, physically they're fragile. They're just all over the place. They have been for the last 2 months. They've been horrendous. A complete different City side than what we've seen. Whereas Villa, they have been great. They've had their moments. They've been good. They've been bad. They've been in between. They had their moments. So I don't think City bounce back. I don't. I might look stupid because they might win 3-0 or something like this. But, you just got to look at it as it is right now. And as I'm looking at it right now, I just don't see them bouncing back at this moment in time. Now, the key battles, of course, Ollie Watkins, Duran. Duran's been brilliant recently. How will they go at the on the offense against Manchester City's defense? Of course, we understand that I think Ruben Dias is out for 3 to 4 weeks or something like this has been confirmed now. So again, even more fragile at the back. Akanji and Ake will probably play there. Who knows? I'm not sure how they're going to line up, what type of system they're going to use. Will Guardiola change the system? Is a possibility, but I do see Duran as a big threat to them. I think he's a very physical player. He's got the ability to shoot from distance. We've seen that this season. And he's also got the ability, if he doesn't start, to come off the bench and be an impact player, which he's done in the past as well. Ollie Watkins, of course, on his day, is a fantastic striker. Probably, one of the best English strikers there is. Obviously, a lot of people will say that's Harry Kane right now. Watkins is very, very close on his day. He's absolutely phenomenal and a great player, and I'm sure he'll be up for this game for sure. And if he is, I think City are going to struggle. I honestly do. I think they're going to struggle, whether it's Duran or Watkins, I'm not sure. Strategy-wise, I think Guardiola's system, it will stay the same. I know I said I don't know how he's going to line up. I don't know how he's going to do this, that, and the other, but he's going to line up the same, I'm sure. He's probably going to line up maybe 3 at the back, possibly, or maybe the 4 at the back with the 2 defensive midfielders or a defensive midfielder. I don't know. But I think system-wise, I think it's probably going to stay the same. For Aston Villa, their system 100% will stay the same. I'm certain of it. They'll have a lone striker and things like this. Of course, for me, the players to watch in this game is Duran, Watkins. I think they've both been brilliant, and obviously when asked, Duran's been really good. For City, I think, one to watch, of course, is Erling Haaland. You can't ignore the guy. I know he's not been brilliant. 3 goals in his last 10 or 11 games is not excellent. but he's still capable. He's very much capable of scoring goals. And like I said, I just feel at the moment for City, there's more than just football going on. I don't think it's a lack of confidence or anything like that. I do, obviously, they are lacking confidence, but I do feel there's more to it than just football at the moment. I'm not sure. I can't obviously comment on it, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But I do predict a 2-2 draw for this one. I see Villa getting a point, at least a point. If there was a winner of this tie, I'd see Villa winning it, to be honest. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be an entertaining game, I'm sure, but it's probably going to end 0-0 now. Um, but, yeah, I do see an entertaining game, but I think Villa's going to get points here. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you're a Man City fan, are you still worried about the form and will they turn it around this season? At the moment, looking unlikely. Subscribe. Bye bye.